We went in and we started to look at how to create ourselves a flare brush. Well, now we're going to take that same flare brush that we created, or any other flare brush that you created, or any brush that you have available to you for that matter. We're going to look at how can we go in and create rings using these objects, using these brushes to go in and draw it, and then utilizing a filter, go ahead and create a ring of light in this case. So we're going to go ahead and I'm going to get started. I got a background here. It's black. It's a 200 or 2000 pixels by 2000 pixels. And I want to get started by creating myself a new layer. And I need this new layer so that I can go in and use my brush on it and then apply the effect to it so that it's going to go ahead and adjust that. Now, as I go in and work with it, I do want to make sure that in my colors I have white as my foreground color to come out here and begin to paint. So we're going to come out here and make it just a little bit larger. And we're going to create ourselves a few brush marks or brush strokes from it. So I'm just simply clicking on these. Now with these in place, what I want to do is I want to go ahead and adjust these and turn these into a light ring. So to do that, I'm simply going to draw them. And then I want to come up here to my filter, distort, polar coordinates. Now inside of here, you can see we have the options from rectangular to polar and also polar to rectangular. We're actually going to choose rectangular to polar since right now we're working on a rectangular document and we want to turn it into that circular element. So we're going to go ahead and make sure rectangular to polar is on. And we're going to go ahead and click on OK. Now you'll see that it goes in there. It takes what we have as brush strokes and it goes in and stretches them up and around into our ring of light. Now we can use, as I said, any of the brushes that are available will work for this. We can also bring in other objects. So if you have images fire related, you can bring those in, make them go around there, or any other brush. And just to kind of demonstrate from that, we'll go ahead and let's get rid of that. We'll get ourselves a new layer in here. And we'll just simply come into our brush presets and see what brushes we have available to us. And if we look through, let's just pick one. So we'll use this. It's called Kyle's Concepts Brushes. Looks like it's an all-purpose brush. And if I come out here and I begin to draw onto here, well, that one's not going to give me, let's try our foliage. There we go. We'll come out here and this is just, it's called foliage. So we have some leaves on here. Well, this same layer that I go in and work with, I can grab filter, once again, distort polar coordinates, set rectangular to polar. I say okay. Now it's going to go in, it's going to stretch those up and around there. So as you start to work with this, feel free to play with it. As I said, you can do this with any image. So if you want to take an image and wrap it around there, trees, things like that, those will all work for this. So that is creating a ring utilizing brushes and polar coordinates.